Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, November 24th. It is 6 o'clock right now. Market's gonna open in about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up this room real quick and we'll get started shortly. I'm on a lot earlier today, guys, because I'm testing out this, as you guys can see, I created a new indicator, K2 trailing stop. I'm gonna be testing it out on this strategy that I'm gonna be using if it is profitable. From my experience, it's pretty profitable. It's just, it requires a lot more work. So I'll be having a separate chart over here with a paper account, basically testing it out to see how profitable it is. And we'll go from there. It's not really a new strategy. It's more of a original strategy with a trailing stop. So let's get a couple more things here to update. Send this link out real quick. Hey guys, morning, Craig, Dahlia, Karen, everybody. I'm on a little early today because, as you guys can see here on the chart, I've created a new indicator called the K2 trailing stop. I'm testing this new strategy for the hedge fund that I'm trading for right now. It's not really a new strategy. It's just something that allows me to basically take a trade based off momentum and then hold on to it for an extended period. I'll explain this to the rest of the group, when people get over here, but you guys will see how powerful this is. So like Craig, for example, see how there's a sell signal right here. Basically, you enter the sell as soon as the sell signal closes, and then you just trail your stop where this red line is. So like, for example, your stop would be right here at 17 points. And then as this moves down with the candles, you just move your stop loss in profit. And then you basically just guarantee profit. So like, you just move it down to like the red line here as low as it goes. And then when price pulls up, it, unfortunately does trigger your stop in profit. But when you're stop in profit, you'd lock in a basically guaranteed 13 points. So yeah, I know it's with me trading for this new hedge fund, I have to change things up a little bit because they want me to minimize risk. They do see that I make a lot of profit, trading the normal scalps, but when I'm trading these like enormous accounts, it makes sense for me to just minimize the risk and have a little bit safer where I'm not kind of thinking too much. Once I'm in the position, I'm kind of just taking the trade and then letting them hit the stop loss in profit when it gets to that point. So Van Harweg to Lanji, welcome guys. I'm here a little early, as you guys know. I'll explain this again later when more people get into the room. But basically, I created this new indicator called the K2 trailing stop. It's based off the ATR. It basically follows price. So like when I see a momentum signal, so for example, right here, there's a buy signal that's coming up. I'll be testing this here on a paper trading account because I need to test it out on here first because it's almost impossible for me to do on an MT4. So what I would have to do is I'd have to trade this on something that's compatible with TradingView. But it's a pretty cool strategy. So what I'm looking for here, guys, is I'm looking for a buy signal to come up. Once the buy signal comes up, I only trade between 6 and 8. So 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock. You can trade it pretty much throughout the day. It works pretty well, but that's when the volatility is pretty decent. So like that's when I trade it. But I've noticed that, if you can trade between 6 and like maybe noon, there's some massive profits that have added up. I've seen some days where you could lock in like, thousands of pips or hundreds of points, just trailing these trades. So I'll be testing it on this separate chart over here. Probably just name this trailing momentum. And everything else will be the same. It's just this one's gonna be slightly different because I'll be taking those trailing trades on here, and you guys will be able to see me take them directly on the chart. So just waiting for that buy signal here to come up. I'm hoping there's gonna be some volatility today because of the news. There's news today at 6:45. It's manufacturing PMI, services PMI, composite PMI. Probably push price around. But all right, let me see. So I guess I could start marking up liquidity here before people get in the room. So I'll start marking up liquidity over here. On the daily time frame, going down to the 8-hour. Down to the 4-hour, going down to the 2-hour. Down to the 1-hour. Down to the 30-minute. As you guys can see, there's going to be a lot of liquidity that's kind of just sitting around because market was closed yesterday, technically, for the holiday. All right, so we got liquidity marked up right there, guys. Closest level of liquidity above right here is going to be at 35,373, which is going to be right over here. And then we have the lower level over here at 35,346, which is going to be right over here. So we got liquidity on both sides right here. Back to this chart over here. All right, so there's actually a trade that is currently running right now. All right, so I'll be testing this out over here. All right, hey guys, morning everybody. For you guys who are just joining, this is a separate chart. I'm testing out the strategy with this new indicator that I created called the K2 trailing stop. It's based off the ATR, basically follows price. This is a strategy that I'm testing for the hedge fund that I'm trading for. It's not one that's going to be really taught to you guys, but it's an easy strategy. So I mean, if you just see what I'm doing here, it's pretty simple. I'm just taking trades based off momentum, and then I'm trailing my stop as price continues to move upwards. So when price continues to move upwards, I'll be trailing my stop over here, and you guys will see it here real time on the chart. This is currently on a paper chart because I have to trade this directly on TradingView. It's going to be almost impossible to do this on MT4 because of the price difference, and it's just going to be super hard to trail it. Eventually I might figure out a way to do that, but as of now, I'm only going to be trading this off TradingView. see what happens here. So the cool thing about this is that it'll just continue to minimize risk as price continues to move along. As you guys can see, the volatility is super low. And I'll just be taking trades in both directions. So if we get a sell signal here, it's got to be a valid sell signal, but if it's invalid, I'm not going to take it. But I'm basically running a buy entry and a sell entry alongside each other. So one's probably going to work, one's probably not going to work. And it's completely fine because they're going to be covering each other for the most part. So if this one here doesn't play through, I'm going to take the sell right here. If this closes, and then from there, I'm going to trail that down. So this one obviously didn't play through, but I minimized my risk on that. The loss on that trade was only 600, which is not that bad. So if the sell signal here closes, I'll be taking the sell. And it's a different type of strategy. It's not the normal scalp strategies that we do. These strategies here obviously require repetition, and that's how the strategy will be. It'll pretty much overlap. So you might have a loss here and there, but eventually you're going to catch the big move, and that big move is going to pretty much cover all the losses for the most part. So let me see how far this one is from here. Let's see, 15. And then I will follow this through and we'll see where this ends up going. But again, guys, this is a paper account, so I don't recommend anybody really take these trades. I've done my testing and it does work, but you do have to take pretty much every entry that comes through that fills, because it's going to balance out. So I'm going to leave this as is. I'm not going to reset the account at all. I'm going to leave it as is, and then we'll see where it starts. So it started at 150, and then we'll go and follow this for like the next couple of weeks, and we'll see how much profit it ends up with. The only other rule here is that if I get 2 back-to-back losses, then I pretty much wrap it up for the day. Reason for that is because the market typically goes sideways, or it pretty much indicates that market is going sideways, and this strategy requires direction. So we will see what this goes from here. I'm going to use a max unit size of 15 because if I do open an account to apply this myself personally on, say, TradeStation or even on TradeObate, then that's to me the max lot size or max unit size. So once more people come in, I'll explain it again. So if you guys didn't get what I just explained, I'll just give you guys a quick rundown when more people join into the room. But again, this is a strategy that I'm using privately. It's not going to be one that's necessarily going to be taught to you guys. But if you guys see what I'm doing here, you guys can pretty much follow along. It's pretty simple. This indicator that I created still has a lot of work to. I just created this last night, so it's a very, very rough draft. It's based off the ATR, and it just allows you to trail your stop, or it shows you where you should be trailing your stop based off the ATR. So we'll see. But all right, but nothing's really going to change here, guys. So if you guys are just joining, I did mark up liquidity over here already. So we have liquidity marked up. First level is going to be here at 35,373. The lower level down here is going to be at 35,346. Our live sessions are going to be pretty much the same. I'm just adding a separate chart over here for these trailing momentum trades that I'll be taking on this here as I test it. I need to see how profitable it is for a while before I start applying it for the hedge fund that I'm currently trading for. That's why I have to be on here, because I have to do a real market, and I pretty much won't. I'll be applying it during live session from 6 to 8, basically. But we'll see. So you guys will see a different chart over here. I don't recommend you guys take any of these trades here. Again, I'll be taking them on a paper trading account, and you'll see what the results are. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to leave it as it is, and we'll see where the profits go from here until basically the end of the year. Let me go over here real quick to our clean charts. We got this marked up. I'm going to go and see if there's any structure here that I should mark up real quick before the market opens. So let me go over here on the 4-hour. Craig is asking, Sean, how do you see the markets being today after Thanksgiving? I think they will trade as normal, or in your experience, too sketchy to trade? I think for the most part, sketchy, because I think a lot of people are just not trading right now anyways to begin with. So I think it'll be a little sketchy. I think that, and that's the main reason why I'm testing out this new strategy today, because if you don't have any trades, it's fine. I might as well use this, this time to test out that strategy that I'm looking at. So yeah, I think today will be a little sketchy. So I recommend being a little careful with your entries. Because, again, people are still not back from vacation. Like, people basically went on vacation and not planning on coming back until next week. So we'll see. Yeah, exactly. So Craig said he might just monitor. I think I'm just going to monitor as well. So I'm testing that other strategy over here. So this is the 4-hour resistance level right there. I'm going to be doing the same thing, Craig. I'm probably not going to be taking anything. Well, I take that back. I'll probably be taking things, but only if they look really good. Yeah, exactly. Craig, so I'll be keeping an eye on you. Yeah, no, definitely. I'll try to vocalize it if I do see something good here. Obviously, we'll be looking at everything that we typically look at. See, the ATR right now is currently 3. The ATR is super, super low right now. So we'll see, where this ends up going and whatnot, but I'll have to follow it through. All right, so the market is going to open in about 10 minutes. For this strategy here that I'm testing, guys, this strategy here is going to be run between 6 and 8. So I'll probably be on the live session a lot earlier than usual. I'll probably be on like before 6 because I'll be running this between like 6 o'clock and 8. So yeah, just expect me to be posting the link earlier. If you guys want to hop on with me earlier, you guys are more than welcome. The market technically doesn't open until 6, but I try to get those pre-market moves before market open, of course. So as people continue to join in, I'll give more explanation of what I'm doing here on this chart. Or I'll try to. There's not really much to explain because it's still in testing phase. But you guys will see that I did create a new indicator right here. It's called the K2 trailing stop. It creates basically a level over here above and a level below that trails price. This is basically based off the ATR. So it allows you to move your stop loss in profit. So like basically whenever you have an entry, you can just trail it. Instead of just getting in and out super quickly, you can pretty much trail it and maximize your profit gain from there. I'm kind of curious. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to work to use this. But the way that I'm using it is just based off strict momentum. So like whenever I get momentum, so for example, here, if I get a sell signal, I'll enter my sell position. I'll put my stop loss at the trailing stop. And then I'll just keep trailing it as price comes down until I'm finally in profit. And then I'll move my trailing stop in profit. So I basically don't ever use a TP for this specific strategy. We do have news at 6:45. So I'm going to put that up over here. High impact news at 6:45. That is pretty much it. Hey, what's up, Brock? I just saw that you were in the room. Yeah, no, definitely. It is super early today for us here. So Kenny over here was asking if you can use Apex and FTMO on the same copier. No, you can't because they're different platforms. I mean, technically you can, but they're not ways that I'd really recommend because they're not native and there's not any actual legitimate website that allows you to do that. All right, guys, market is going to open in about 7 minutes. We pretty much marked everything up already. I think I like how this is set up here. Let's see, Andrew said you can trade Apex on TradingView. How do you do that, Andrew? Do you do it through Tradeovate? I'm assuming it's Tradeovate, right? Nice. Is there a copier for it? Well, I mean, you'd still be on a Tradeovate account, so you'd have to do like, you'd have to trade on the Tradeovate platform, huh? For the like what I was doing before. That'd be cool if they had like their own copier and you could trade off Tradeovate and it would just copy over. If that was the case, I would probably do that. I could run this strategy on there. Gotcha. Okay, so for NinjaTrader, you can link your Tradeovate to it, right? I'm just not familiar with the NinjaTrader. I got to go buy a little PC. Might get that for Black Friday. A little PC to get it going. 17. All right. I'm gonna go and just try to get this going. Dang, okay. That's cool, Andrew. Yeah, so if that's the case, thanks for the heads up. If that's the case and this strategy works out very well, I might do that. I might open a bunch of Apex accounts and just trade off Tradeovate and just run this trailing stop strategy. So guys, again, like I was mentioning before, well, now that there's more people in the room. So guys, basically there's a new chart that I've set up right here. I'll be actively testing this strategy that I kind of put together. It's not really a new strategy. It's just based off the momentum signal. So basically whenever I get a momentum signal, I'm looking to enter the trade in the direction of momentum. And then I don't have a TP. What I do is I just have a trailing stop. For you guys who are just joining the room, there's a new indicator I just created right here. You can see it's called the KC trailing stop. It's based off the ATR. So like basically it moves with price. The entry happened right here off the sell signal. So I entered right there. I kind of got bad entry because of the spread and some slippage. But anyways, this right here is the trailing stop. And whenever this moves lower, I'll be moving my stop loss in the direction of that candle. So basically that's what's happening here. And just a reminder, guys, this is not a strategy that I plan on teaching you guys because I'm going to be applying the strategy with the hedge fund that I'm trading with. I'm just testing it right now on this paper account. I'll keep documenting the trades on here. I'm not going to touch this. It started at 150K and I'll just leave it at that. And we'll just see where it ends up going from now until the end of the year. So if you guys want to continue following it, feel free. And then once I work on this indicator more, I'll probably make it available to you guys. I just created this indicator yesterday, so it still has a lot of work. But we're going to be testing it we're going to be testing it here on this chart, separate from everything else. Our live sessions are going to be pretty much the same. It's just I'll be doing something extra over here on this chart, applying this specific strategy. So liquidity hasn't gotten hit yet. Market is not open until 4 minutes. But again, if you guys are just joining this strategy, I pretty much apply between 6 and 8. So you'll probably see me get on these live sessions a lot earlier because I'll be trading the strategy between 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock. So I got to be on before 6 anyways. So you'll probably see the link posted a little earlier. And yeah, I mean, the live session will just run a bit earlier than usual. See, Andrew said, George, trying to see if you can initiate a trade on the main account on TV, if it'll populate on the Apex copier on NinjaTrader, because when I initiate a trade on NinjaTrader, it shows on TV. Yeah, I think it might be that way, Andrew. It might be only one way, because that's what it was happening when I was using Tradeovate before. You'd have to execute the trade on, or I mean, they had a bunch of issues, so it might be different. They might have fixed it. So yeah, I mean, if you could figure that out, that'd be great. But again, I'll be testing the strategy from now until the end of the year. Basically, for my testing, the strategy actually works pretty good. It's a lot easier than a regular strategy too, because you can kind of just let it be. So this entry is currently trailing, it's currently in profit. And then when this line drops lower, I just continue to drag my stop loss deeper and deeper in profit, or deeper and deeper, closer to break even until it moves into profit. Market is going to open shortly, guys, in about 2 minutes, and we will see what happens here. So good morning, everybody. If you guys are just joining the room, today is Friday, November 24th. It is 6:28 right now. Market's going to open in about 2 minutes. I have a separate chart here. It's called trailing momentum chart, where I'm testing the strategy here that I'm going to be applying for the hedge fund that I'm trading for. I just need to make a little bit of change because they require that I kind of adjust my risk a bit because the accounts are so big. And the strategy is just perfect for it because you'll be taking the trade. So the trade will be taken and I'll be minimizing risk as price continues to move along. And I'll just be moving stop loss and profit and deeper into profit as price continues to move in that direction. So price is on its way to liquidity down below right here. Clean chart. Everything over here looks good. All right, we got market opening in about 30 seconds. Steep profit. All right, guys, market is about to open right here. And we'll see where price ends up going. So market is now open, guys. So market is now open. I'm going to go and mark up. Yeah, so this is the thing that's kind of crazy about that strategy is that you get caught in these spikes. So that's another thing that I'm kind of testing. I'm trying to figure out if I should start trading pre-market or if I should start trading after. But it's all good. Again, this is a paper trading account. I'm just testing out this strategy that I have to test real time. It's a trailing stop strategy. What's the ATR now? ATR is super far below. Some adjustments here. Set it at 22. Okay, so we're getting some crazy spikes in price. So guys, like I talked with Craig earlier, he was asking if I predict the market to be kind of crazy today, like sketchy, or if it's going to be smooth. I think today's going to be sketchy because obviously we're coming back from a holiday, kind of similar to every other holiday. You get this increased volatility spike. But again, guys, I have a separate chart over here that's open. This chart over here is going to be used for this strategy that I am testing. Dang, this thing's going to be crazy. It's a huge move. I got to take every entry though that comes out. That's the only way to really, yeah, this thing's pretty crazy. This is the only way that I'll be able to really test it properly. So this is a paper account, guys. I'm just testing this on the paper account, and I'll explain a little later once we have some downtime. I don't recommend anybody take any of these trades, but this is a strategy that's being tested using the new trailing stop indicator that I created right here. So it's not really a new strategy. I'm just taking trades based off momentum. When I see a momentum signal, I'll take a trade, and then basically I'll be looking to trail it with the trailing stop indicator right here. This is not a strategy that's anything different from what we've been applying. I mean, this one's actually as simple as it gets. It's based off just momentum. I don't recommend anybody copy these trades though, because again, this is something that's just being tested. So There's no entries here available right now. As you guys can see, the market is moving super, super crazy. I was hoping to be able to do this without having it on my main chart because I just wanted to have it separate right here. But I think it's just going to copy over. I don't know if there's a way for me to get off this account on the other charts. But if that's the case and it starts to confuse people, I might just take it off and I'll just document the trades later than on these live sessions. Because I don't want you guys to be confused thinking that I'm in a position. It's not available yet, Patricia. I just put it together last night. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but it's a trailing stop indicator. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna log off it, guys. I don't want you guys to think that I'm in this specific position. I'm gonna have to figure out a way for me to test this out without having it here on the live. Because I'll have to be doing it real time. It's the only way I'll be able to figure it out, because it's gonna run during live session times between 6 and 8. But again, if you guys are just joining, I was on this live session since like 6 o'clock. Basically, I created this new indicator here called a trailing stop. It's based off the ATR. It allows you to basically just follow price movement. So for example, right here, there's a buy signal. I'm basically I'm having an active buy at all times and an active sell at all times. Whenever the trade runs, the stop loss is basically going to be placed at the level down here. And then as price continues to move up higher, I just drag this along with price. So there's never going to be a TP for this specific strategy that I'm applying. It's mainly just a stop loss, and you're able to just trail it. But yeah, it's not done yet. So it's probably not going to be available for a while now until I make sure that everything here is solid. So here's the thing that kind of threw me off today is that I haven't encountered a market like this using this indicator. I did a lot of back testing over the past couple, like whatever data I had available. And we never had a big spike like this. So this is kind of where I need to make some changes to the indicator. Anyways, there's a liquidity here that got hit the first level. If you guys saw right there. So there goes the first level of liquidity right there at 35,375. Price is now coming back down. And we are now following it to see if there's any other opportunities here that may come up. I don't really see anything here right now. But the thing is, I just don't want you guys to get confused with this here. You know what I'm going to do is I'll just, I'm going to log off this paper trading account. And what I'll do is I'll just, or I guess I can leave it up. If you guys get confused, just let me know. What I'd recommend is to just ignore anything that happens over here. It's going to be hard to ignore though, because it's going to be so clear on the chart. So let me see if they come up. It's weird because it comes up on this one, but it doesn't come up on the other one. Let me see if I just log out on this one. I just wanted to have it on one chart. Okay. So it's not on this one here. Okay, fine. That's perfect. I don't know for whatever reason why it came up on that chart, but it's all good. Okay, so I'll leave it as is right there. And I'll come back to this a little later, guys. All right, so looking at this right here, we currently have price back to open, like what Barack just said right there. There's no other entries available right now. The ATR is currently 11, so there's not going to be any momentum pullback scalps at the moment. If anything, there might be a high-low scalp right here. Or price might continue to come back down. So there's no entries here. There's no momentum pullback scalp. There's no breakout V2. There's no momentum counter scalp. There's just no entries right now. The ATR is kind of low. It's currently at 10. We had this huge volatility spike here on open. And then after that part, obviously market started to die down a bit right here. But other than that, there's not really much else going on here. Yeah, not really. Here is our clean chart. I'm going to go ahead and mark up opening price right here. We have news at 6:45. Price right there. We have news coming up in about 7 minutes. There's a level right here, which might provide opportunity for a high-low scalp. Here's our main chart. We don't have any opportunities here for any momentum pullback scalps. This is going to be pretty much obsolete until we have a higher ETR. ETR is currently at 11. But other than that, let's see. Alan's asking, did my first liquidity trade hit today? Did my first liquidity trade today? Nice. So Alan took the first liquidity trade right here and he hit his full TP. Nice work, Alan, on catching that. So Alan took that first liquidity right there to the top side. It was currently at 35, where it was at 35,373. Price spiked up, hit it, went straight through, and went to a full TP. The next level of liquidity is going to be down here. So this might be the next target price point for price to reach, which is going to be at 35,346. So this here will be the next level of liquidity. Other than that, there's just nothing else here at the moment. We have news coming up at 6:45, so you guys probably want to just sit out and not take anything right now. Back to this one over here. So guys, I know people keep joining in the room a little later. I have a separate chart over here, guys. This is for a different strategy. As you guys know, I mentioned that I have to trade for this. Well, I don't have to trade for them, but I'm trading for this hedge fund right now because I'm trying to get sponsored by them so that I can take my Series 7 so that I can start managing money legally. So I'm trying to do everything legally and legit. And they require me to kind of trade a little differently from how I normally trade, basically to minimize my risk. So that's why I created this indicator over here called the K2 trailing stop. It allows me to just take a trade based off momentum. If I see a buy signal or a sell signal, I can take a trade based off momentum, and then I can just ride the trade with a trailing stop loss versus a TP. That allows me to basically maximize my profitability and then minimize my risk because I don't really have a TP. So the upside is pretty much unlimited. The downside is limited, and it gets tighter and tighter as price continues to close in. So you have a separate chart over here. I'm testing this on a separate chart because I'm not going to test it on my real account until I've tested it. But I created this indicator yesterday, the trailing stop, to provide a solution to be able to minimize risk and pretty much uncap the top side. But I don't recommend you guys follow anything here. It's basically something I'll be doing behind the scenes. I'll try to explain what I'm doing as things come up, but for the most part, it's not meant for you guys. It's just something that I'm going to be doing myself on the side. See, Brock said he's not familiar with Apex. He checked him out today. Apex is cool from what I've heard from like everybody here who uses them. I've heard they're pretty decent so far for the most part. The only thing with them is that, well, I mean, the best part is that they're giving a ton of discount. So it's like, it's really cheap to trade with them. But since they're not compatible with MT4, I'm personally not going to do it myself, at least not yet. If this strategy over here works very well, then I'll probably do it because I can trade directly on TradingView with them. But if not, I will probably not. I mean, I might have to get something that's compatible with TradingView for the most part. Anyways, there's not really much going on here, guys. Price is coming down lower. If that's the case, then we might have a shift in trend. If that's the case and we get a shift in trend, we might be able to start looking for some possible sells over here. But we do have news coming up right here at 6:45. So you guys probably want to sit down and just wait a little bit. And yeah, just wait for something here to come up. There's just nothing here right now. But we do have news coming up in about 3 minutes. The trend here is starting to shift, but it's not confirmed yet. So we're not really looking for sells at the moment exactly. Looking over here on our main chart. ATR is still at 11, so there's not going to be any momentum pullback scalps. Let's see where how far prices come down from right here. I guess I'm looking at a different chart. I'm doing like a million things at once. So like ever since I started trading for this hedge fund that I kind of hinted you guys about, because I want to start my own hedge fund. So like in order for me to start a hedge fund, if I want to do it legally and legit, I have to get sponsored by another hedge fund or some other entity. So basically my exchange for them to sponsor me is I have to trade for them for a little bit, make them some money, and they'll sponsor me. So I have my laptop over here, as you guys talked about yesterday. Fuck, I should have held on to it. Just hit full TP. So basically I've created a little bit of some variations to like the breakout strategy. I'm not gonna explain it to you guys, at least not yet, until I'm done trading with this hedge fund. I had to change up my strategies a little bit with them because their criteria is it's a lot more strict, obviously, when you trade with a lot of bigger funds or you trade with these bigger companies. I can't trade the way that I normally do because they don't really agree with my negative risk toward, even though I make a lot of profit, just not with their accounts, because obviously their accounts are different from personal accounts. So these are, I'll explain it at some time in the future, but I'll kind of look at it on my main chart here, or one of my charts, and you'll see it's just a small variation to the breakout. So like basically market open over here at 630. I was looking for a momentum signal. I looked for a continuation or a confirmation of continuation, which I had right here. I'll let you guys kind of be the judge of that and figure out what I was looking at right there. And that's why I took the sell. So I took a sell right here and I made profit off that trade. And I went for a 300, and I went straight to full TP. It's the same as like the other breakout, but it's like slightly different. Like all the breakouts are pretty similar. They're all based off momentum, and then they're based off of confirmation. So if you guys remember the breakout V2, we look for a sell signal. We look for two following red candles. So there's a sell signal right there. There's two red candles. This right here could have been the breakout V2, or it was the breakout V2. So the breakout V2 did hit full TP right there. And I guess we could add that to the spreadsheet as well. I'm just doing a lot of different things on the side. So breakout V2 hit right there. I don't know if anybody was following it. I didn't even notice it until after, because I was taking something that I'll probably call the breakout V3. It's the same thing. There's just like little differences or different nuances to the strategy. So this was 11/24/23. It's not even counted as an official trade, but I just kind of want to give you guys a little hint there of like what I was doing. I'll just estimate it to 400 as a sell, win 25. So I took it for a little more on my hedge account. Well, actually, I cut out a little early because the reason why I cut out a little early is because of the news. So this is basically the breakout V2. The breakout that I was applying was slightly different. I actually took entry here, but it's the same thing. It was based off the same momentum signal right there. I entered up here and I pulled out around the same time. So breakout V2 and my breakout V3 hit. Other than that, I don't think this strategy over here hit. No, it didn't. So I'll just follow and wait for the next one to come up. Otherwise, there's no other entries available right now, guys. There's no momentum pullback scalps. Reason for that is because of the low volatility. ATR is currently at 12 right now, so it's not really useful for us at this very moment. Clean that up. Clean that up. Yeah, there's not really much going on here. And that's pretty much all the news for today. So guys, I think pretty much everybody who's supposed to be here is here already. So just a reminder, guys, we're going to be doing the same thing we've always been doing for these live sessions. However, I'll have an extra chart over here where I'll be testing this new indicator that I've created. It's called the K2 trailing stop. If you guys didn't hear my explanation earlier, basically I'm currently trading for an entity, and basically they want me to change the way that not really change the way I trade, but change the way that I enter and exit positions. So this strategy right here, or the way that this indicator works, is basically, and I'll give you a little rundown on the strategy. If you guys ever want to go back and review it, you guys can come back and review this video. But basically, for example, right here, see how we have a sell signal right here? A sell signal comes up. Whenever a momentum signal comes up like that, you would enter as soon as it closes. You place your stop loss at the ATR, which is right here. And then as the ATR, or the K2 trailing stop, as this line continues to come down lower, and I'll just replay it to like say right here. So say, for example, you're in this position, the ATR is like right there, right? And as price continues to move lower, you just trail it with your ATR until eventually you make it to in profit, right? So now your stop loss is in profit right here, or my stop loss is in profit. You guys won't have this indicator, not at least until I'm done fixing it. And then you can see right here, as it continues to move lower and lower, you just move your stop loss lower, or your stop loss in profit lower and lower with price. So eventually right here, this is the lowest point that price gets to. So price comes back up, which it does right here. It ends up stopping you on profit. So you basically locked in 13 points right there. So this chart's going to be completely separate. This is what I'm going to be applying on this chart. I just created this indicator yesterday. I had to create a solution for, whatever this hedge fund was asking me to do. And that's kind of what I'm doing there. So you're going to have, there's going to be a separate chart over here, and I'll be taking trades. This is just a paper account, so I don't recommend anybody follow it. I'll be pretty much taking these trades from now up until the end of the year. If I find it to be profitable, then I will continue to apply it. So again, right here, there's a buy signal pending. So I might be able to take a buy right there, applying this specific strategy. Typically, I try to do things on my own and not kind of burden the live session with you guys. But the strategy is taken during the live session time, so I have to do it alongside with what we're already doing. So the ATR here is currently 50. I don't know about these big moves. These big moves are kind of like crazy compared to what I've tested in the past, because we haven't had these like crazy price movements, or at least not this crazy previously. I've done the testing for this strategy for the past couple of weeks, but today's the day after Thanksgiving, so you're starting to see a lot of this crazy movement throughout the chart. Looking at current price right now, we still don't have a trend. I mean, the pivots are starting to come back up. So if this is the case, then this is great. There's no confirmation of trend yet. So this technically would have been a triple confluence if you guys are looking to take that. There's just too much going on right now on the chart. There's no clear direction. Price keeps going back and forth. Retail sentiment's currently 70% short. This indicates that 70% of retail traders are currently selling right now. So you typically want to do the opposite and buy. Looking over here at the fundamentals, the fundamentals are currently neutral right now. Looking over here at the technicals, long-term is bullish, short-term is more on the neutral side. So we have somewhat of a bullish bias. It's not super strong, but it is a bullish bias. This here would be considered a triple confluence if anybody is or was looking to take it. It's kind of too late for me to get into it, so I wouldn't be taking it. I think it's too close to the sessions as well. So let me just check real quick. Yeah, it's too close to the session, so it'd be a red flag. So I would not have been taking this as a triple confluence right here, because it's right at the New York high. So this is something that we kind of brought back. Well, I mean, not really brought back. Everybody should still be looking at the red flags. Basically, if there's a horizontal line in the direction of your trade, then you skip it. So for example, right here, there's a triple confluence that came up, but in order for price to come hit your TP, it would have to break through the session right here, right? The New York high. So since this is the case here, you just avoid the trade. It's not a good trade to take. Let me go over here to this chart. Again, I'll just be trailing it on this chart here. So you'll just see me, I'll be in the background. I'll just kind of just go over here, take the trade if I see momentum come up, and then I'll just trail it. And I'll just see how profitable it is for the next month. I mean, it's probably a bad month to check because of the holidays, but that's the best time to test stuff out. I think you guys will like this indicator though. If you guys like to be holding positions longer, if you just want to just have a trailing stop, I think you guys will really like this indicator, the trailing stop indicator. I'll keep refining it. I just put it together last night, so it has a lot of work to do, or I have a lot of work to do with it, but eventually it'll come together. Barack is asking, Sean, are your entries and autos? Everything is manual, Barack. I don't have anything here automatic. But eventually that's kind of where I'm trying to go with it, Barack. So like I'll create it to be automatic, but I have to test it first before. So as I talked about before, guys, I'm kind of working with like this coder to help me code stuff. This new coder, he's like a well-known coder, and I'll try to make this automated, like what Barack said. He's asking me if this is automated or if I'm doing everything manually. Right now I'm doing everything manually, but eventually I will try to automate it. I think that's the goal here. I'm trying to figure out if it's profitable, and once it's profitable, I'll be able to automate it. So I'll just automatically take the trade there and then, continue following it through. So the trade here is now running in profit. As you guys can see, I'm trailing the K2 trailing stop right here. So as this green line continues to push up higher, I'll just drag this along and I'll continue trailing it higher and higher. It's currently in profit right now. And I'll come back to see where that is. So here is the triple confluence that we just talked about earlier, guys. Not one I would take because it's right at the sessions. The next level that I would probably look at to take would be this one up here. For a high-low scalp or a high-low scalp V2. This right here actually set up for both. It's set up for high-low scalp and also a high-low scalp V2. You can see how this candle broke and closed above it. This candle broke and closed below it. So if you're looking to take this as a high-low scalp V2, the entry actually would happen right there, the lower point. There's a lot of entries that came up with this specific movement right here. There's a high-low scalp V2. There's a triple confluence. There's another high-low scalp right here. This candle broke and closed past this higher high. But I think the trickiest part about this little area here would be the sessions. So there's no actual entries that are available right now. It's just a bunch of entries that could have came up if there was no sessions right here. The problem is that the session is there and it creates a red flag. So if there's a red flag, there's no entry that can be taken at that specific price point. So again, we just have to get everything here figured out. Barack said auto helps the benefit of emotional removal. Yeah, no, that's the whole reason for doing everything automated. The problem is that automating it is not an easy task, especially when you're using complex indicators like mine, right? So yeah, eventually I'll be able to automate it. I'm working with this coder that's going to basically teach me everything I need to know. But yeah, it's not as simple as it seems, because there's always going to be issues with automating a strategy, right? There's always going to be bugs. There's always going to be issues where the strategy is not moving properly. I think the biggest thing here is just having the I think the biggest problem for me here is going to be being able to trail this, or also it might not even be that. I think the hardest part would probably be being able to execute the trade as soon as the momentum closes, because the momentum here sometimes the candles will be moving too fast, and then it's going to be too hard to get into the position. Because like the candle will move fast, the momentum will come up, and the last second it'll just disappear, and then that might mess with the automation. So there's just a lot of loops and holes that I got to run through. Here's the trade that I took earlier, guys. It's currently now running in profit. It's in profit 600 right now, 675. And then as I mentioned earlier, I'm just going to continue to trail this stop loss right here. As price continues to move up, and the trailing stop here moves up with it, I'll just be dragging this along with it as it climbs up higher and higher. So, all right, we'll continue to follow this here. Looks like a couple of these entries might have hit already. So looking at this chart here, sorry guys, I don't know what happened. I kind of just screwed up the chart right now. Let me color this back to pink. All right, so there was an entry right here for the triple confluence. It looks like it already hit. So we had the triple confluence that happened right here. Buy signal at broken close above it. That was the first entry that came up. Triple confluence, full TP. The high-low scalp V2 came up right here as well. Price broke above it, pull back below. Entry would happen right here. The high-low scalp V2 is actually still currently running, but it's kind of like in a bad area right now because of the sessions. The next level would be this one up here. So the other account that I was showing you guys, so this is one that I'm testing again. It's currently in profit 900 right now. So the profits are pretty nice right now on this account. It's pretty remarkable because you don't really have to do much. Once you're in the position, all you're doing is you're just dragging your stop loss in profit. So as this continues to move up higher, you're just following it in profit. And you don't really do much. It kind of takes out your emotions too, because you're not really doing anything. You're just dragging your stop loss in profit with it. So it's looking good right now. I'll just continue to trail it even further as price pushes up higher. It's now in profit of well over 1,000, and I'll continue to follow that there. There's no other entries here available right now, guys. The next level for price to maybe come back and test would be the sessions up here. So if it continues to climb up higher, looks like this might be the area or the target price point for price to reach. There's no other entries available right now. As you guys can see, there might be a high-low scalp that comes up right here, but price is looking a bit overextended now. Let me see if I can measure this from here. No, it's actually fine. So this might start to set up for a original high-low scalp. Price does break and close above it. Again, price can't touch the, or it can't break the higher high here. So that's one thing to look out for. If price does break it, it has to close above it. If not, then it invalidates this higher high, and it's no longer going to be able to be used as a high-low scalp. The ETR right now is too low, so there's nothing for us to take there at the moment. Okay, this here might close. If it closes, this is going to be a high-low scalp, original. All right, so it's currently running in profit right here. I was trying to get into it. Might have been a little too slow. Let me see if I get into this here. It's like, I hate when it gets to that point and then it kind of just flattens out. I'm gonna let it pull back a little bit. I'll put a buy stop there as it swings up. Let's see if I get in here. So this is a high-low scalp entry right here. 1030. There's currently a high-low scalp that's currently running. It might set up as a high-low scalp V2. I think the V2 is still running from down here as well. The V2 is on its way up to TP. So the high-low scalp V2 that came up right here, price broke above, pulled below, filled back up. This one's currently running on its way to full TP. It's not there yet. So there's two trades running alongside each other. We have a high-low scalp V2 that came up from down here, and then we have a high-low scalp that's currently running up here. Two of them running alongside each other. Here's the other entry here. My trade is now in profit, 2,000. And it's climbing up higher from where it's at. Let me see. All right, so the high-low scalp V2 just hit full TP right there. That one is done with. The high-low scalp that just came up right now is still currently running. Following it right now as price continues to push up higher. And there's just a lot of stuff going on. There's a high-low scalp V2 that just hit, high-low scalp that's currently running. The other strategy that I'm running over here is also running in profit. It's in profit 2,100, 2,200. So you guys can see what I mean about it being pretty remarkable as price continues to. All right, I'm following the high-low scalp over here. Sorry, there's just a lot of stuff going on. I gotta find one thing to focus on and just focus on that. All right. That right there pushing through. There we go as it continues to push up. Full TP right there, guys. So I locked in about 2,000 on that trade. Fuck me. Slippage got me. Man, it's all good. I was like, it was like at 2,100 and then I clicked it. As soon as I clicked it, it literally came down right there and it hit me with some slippage. It's all good. So all the trades today pretty much hit TP, guys. We have the high-low scalp V2 here hit. We have the original high-low scalp right here that hit. It was perfect because it was away from the sessions over here, which is what I was looking for. The other trade here is now in profit. Wow, it's pretty high. 2,300. So I'm just going to move it a bit higher and move it in profit. Because I think if it continues to climb up higher, it's just going to continue pushing up. But you guys can see how remarkable this strategy is, right? So the entry happened right here. So we took the buy right here, and then we pretty much just trail the stop as price continues to climb up higher and higher and higher. As this green line here continues to climb up higher, I will continue to trail the stop. So this stop's just going to keep getting trailed as price goes up higher. So you guys can see how this strategy here works pretty nicely. It's pretty easy to manage. And this is why I created this for a solution for me to just take a trade with no TP, have no cap to it, but be able to maximize the profits as price continues to move up. So this indicator here is pretty nice. Thanks, Pipit, for the heads up. I saw your message there. You said move your stop loss, and I did. So now it's currently in profit 2,700. Pretty much guaranteed profit at this point, and we'll see if there's anything else here that could play through. But the rest of my accounts, for some reason, did not execute the trade. That's weird. So none of my funded engineer accounts copied. It's kind of annoying, but I mean, whatever. I'll just take a screenshot of my profits here. But pretty much every other account copied except for my funded engineer. I'm not sure why. But it's all good. It is what it is. Nice. Randy said, caught tiny profits from the high-low scalp V2. Slow markets make him feel like he's dealing with indecision and he's done for the day. Yeah, definitely, Randy. He said he's going to call it for the day. Thanks, everyone. See you on Monday. Definitely, Randy. If you guys don't feel comfortable trading in this market, I don't blame you, Randy. I kind of felt a little uncomfortable as well, especially with these big losses in the beginning, testing out this strategy. Because I haven't encountered a market like this well, I mean, I've encountered markets like this in the past, but not specifically for this specific strategy, where I get caught up in a lot of this crazy volatility on open and then starts to smoothen out. So for this strategy, again, right here, guys, it's currently in profit 2,600. I move my stop loss in profit. So if it does come back down, I'm pretty much guaranteed about 1,000, 11 ticks, 11 points. And everything else hit. So if you guys took any of the other trades that we took here, the high-low scalp V2 hit full TP, and then the high-low scalp right there also hit. So I'll be documenting both of these trades here. I'll add this to our spreadsheet. Maddie caught the triple confluence. Nice work, Maddie. So the first entry right here for the high-low scalp V2 happened at 6:55. I'll add it to the spreadsheet right here. All right, so 11:25, or sorry, 24, 11:24, 23, 6:55. I'll figure out a way to become a little more efficient, guys. I know whenever we add something new to the mix, it kind of like screws up with everything that we're following, but I'm just glad that every trade here pretty much hit TP. I'm not gonna count the high-low scalp V2. We did mark it up, and I'm not gonna count it, even though it hit full TP for 300. I'm just gonna count the one that I actually took, which was the high-low scalp, the original one right here. I just want to be transparent. The only trades that I count here on the official trades are going to be the ones that I actually take myself. So I'm never going to try to pad anything here. I don't need to pad anything. You guys can see we're on a pretty nice winning streak for the year so far, or for the month so far. So there's no need for me to like overcompensate, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna put it as is here. It was for a buy, win, 100 pips. So as you guys can see, I've been taking smaller trades because of the market conditions. I actually made more profit because I took trades on the hedge account that I'm on. So I'll post it up as well. So this is a trade that I took right here. I'll add this to the Discord. We got Francis over here. Nice work, Francis. Congrats to Francis here. He just got funded. So this is his fourth account. His fourth account with Apex over here. Francis just got funded. Some great work right there, Francis. We have another member here who just got funded in our group. Seems like every day there's somebody getting funded here. So that's always a great thing to see. If you guys are seeing people get funded here and pass and, make profits, I think that's the biggest indicator of like if the group's doing well or not. Because if there's nobody posting profits, then obviously there's something wrong, right? There's people posting profits here every single day. So yeah, big congrats to Francis over here getting funded on Apex. He has 450K accounts, so he's up 200K with funding for Apex. So nice work right there, Francis. Congrats to Francis for passing his fourth Apex account. Funded. Craig said, "Wish I never left previously." I know. I wish you would have stayed too, Craig. But it's all good. Everyone goes through those trials and tribulations, as people would say, as Cece would say. People just have to learn. Once you figure out where you fit in, that's where you know that you should be sticking. But the good thing is that you're back, Craig. So that's the best part. You're back here, and it's only up from here. Anyways, there goes Francis's certificate of passing. We have Eunice over here. Eunice locked in a total profit of 1,350 for the day. Nice work, Eunice. We've got Eunice's other account here, 424. Great work right there, Eunice. We have Andrew over here. He took the high-low scalp V2, total profit of 1,496 on each of his Apex accounts. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So about 8,000 in profit for the day. Nice work, Andrew. So as you can see, Andrew has multiple Apex accounts right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have Craig here, total profit of 780, all wins here. Nice work, Craig. Then we have Craig's other account over here, total profit of 730 for the day. Nice work, Craig. I think this is your FTMO, right? You see the dot cash. So that's looking good. Here's Francis locked in 300 on his top step. So he has 3 accounts there, total profit of 900 for the day. And we have Barack over here, total profit of 7,541, all wins. Nice work, Barack. Great work for the day so far, guys. There's no other entries available right now. The ATR is currently at 8, so there's no momentum pullback scalps available at the moment. The only other entry that we can look for here would be these. So actually there might be, no, there's been 5 candles. So the next entry that might be setting up for here would be the high-low scalp. So price breaks and closes past the level right here. This will set up for a high-low scalp entry. Other than that, there's nothing else to take right now at the moment. So I think that's about it for right now. Liquidity here still hasn't gotten hit. That's the next level right there as well. So if price continues to push back up higher, this is going to be the next level to look for, liquidity. Price is currently at the 1 hour resistance. You guys might want to be careful about entering any trades in this area right here. Expect a lot of manipulation to happen. I'll see if there's any more structure that I can draw up here. So there's like one level right here. One level right there. And one level right there. So I just marked up structure right here on our clean chart. As you guys can see, price kind of just faked out at this 1 hour resistance level. Looks like price might just consolidate around here before either breaking to the upside or breaking to the downside. I mean, it seems like a lot of you guys locked in a lot of profit today already. So if you guys don't want to keep trading, you guys don't have to, right? You guys got to remember today's Friday and we're coming back from Thanksgiving. So the market, expect the market to do some, kind of funky things here, because it's just the market's going to move kind of weird. People are going to be exiting the market kind of early and just calling it a weekend. Call it a week for the weekend. Some people are entering the market, trying to get in late. Some people are waking up late and just hopping into the market randomly. I'm sure you guys have done that before. You guys have woken up late for the market and you guys just try to hop on and try to squeeze some trades in before it hits 8 or before it hits your cutoff time. So just expect a lot of unusual movement here because there's just a lot of stuff going on. And if you guys don't have to trade, then I mean, it looks like everyone here pretty much locked in profit off those last trades that we locked in. So it looks like everybody's doing pretty solid. All right, Craig, we'll see you back here on Monday. Have a great weekend. We have Andreas over here, some more profits, total profit of 1,808 for the day. All wins here. Nice work, Andreas. So solid profits right there. I'll add that to our Discord. We got Rashida over here, total profit of 432 for the day. Nice work, Rashida. All right, you guys did pretty good. Since there's nothing for us to take here right now, you guys can see prices pretty much ranging between these two zones that I drew up for you guys. This trade is still running. So this trade is still running in profit. It's currently in profit 1,800. I have my stop loss in profit at 1,275. So if it comes down and hits my stop loss in profit, that's completely fine. I made some pretty good profit off this trade. And if not, then we'll continue to climb it up higher. So again, guys, so for the strategy that I was mentioning earlier, we had a buy signal right here. So the entry happened right here. And what I did was I just trailed my stop loss in profit higher and higher as price continued to climb up. I think this strategy will be very beneficial for a lot of people who don't like taking these quick scalps. Because, sometimes I know those quick scalps are kind of daunting and they're scary and, you just have to move really quick. But this here might be a solution to a lot of people. There's another high-low scalp right here that just got hit, guys. I'm not in the position. I wasn't able to catch it. Let me check the overextension point. So I think what I'll do here is I'll place a pending order. Let's see, or it might be a little too late. If it's too late, I can't enter it. The candles look a lot different on FTMO. If you guys are looking, it looks way different from FTMO and TradingView right now. So I think that might be my cue to sit out of this trade. Let me see where it's at. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit out of this trade here, guys. If you look at the candles on FTMO and TradingView, they're pretty different. I'm kind of glad I didn't enter into that trade. You guys can see prices coming down super heavy. It happened super quickly and it's having some hard retracement right here. If anything, I could probably put a pending order up there again and catch it as it swings up. But what I'll do first is I'll take a screenshot of my profits. For some reason, my funded engineer accounts didn't copy over. They're the only accounts that didn't copy. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Let me just take my screenshots from the earlier trades that you guys can see. So I'm doing pretty decent for the day and the week so far. Not in this position here. You are following it to see where it plays through. But yeah, definitely not in the position. Let's see. Yeah, Matty said ATR is at 8. He sat on that. Didn't like how the pivots went through the body of the candle on that one. Yeah, same here. I can probably put a pending order though. So let me see where it's currently at. So the entry would happen here at 35, 376. Pending order. 35, 376. 386. I'm like tempted right now. Let me see. I'm gonna make sure my calculations are right. 35, 76. Let me make sure all the numbers are right. I'm not in the position, guys. I just put a pending order right there to catch it if it swings back up. So I'm not in the position yet, but if it does correct back up, I do have a pending order sitting right there. Anyways, let me just post my profits up real quick over here. I hate when it makes that noise because it sounds like I'm getting in the position, but I'm not in it yet. There's a high-low momentum scalp that's currently running right now as well. There's a lower low right there. It's buy signal here, broken close above it. Price pushed up. And see, it hasn't filled my order yet. So there's a lot of trades that are currently running in between right here. And this might also set up for a high-low scalp V2. There's a lot of trades running side by side from each other right here. Hello scalp V2. But anyways, here are my profits so far for the day, guys. So for the day so far, I currently have 710 on my FTMO, 1,520 on my second FTMO, 1,520 on my third FTMO. My second funded engineer, for whatever reason, didn't execute the trade. This is my personal account, locked in 237. My second personal account, 364, TFF, 364, and my third TFF, or second TFF, 364 as well. So pretty much decent profit so far. Currently, I'm in the position now for this high-low scalp V2. It actually failed me earlier for whatever reason. I got in like down here or like around this area. So it filled me for a better fill. I guess price kind of went up and then it pulled back. So it filled me up for a little bit lower, which is fine. The trade over here got pulled out already, the one that was trailing. And there's just too much going on. I don't know if I'll be able to do this, guys, because there's like a trade here that I currently missed, and there's another one that's currently running right now. I might have to figure out I would need to figure out a way to automate this because there's just too much going on the chart, or there's too much going on different charts where I can't look at like 4 charts at once. Unless somebody else wants to test it once I release this trailing stop indicator. All right, anyways, back to the chart over here. Not really too much going on here. Price is kind of just going back and forth. And the volatility is super, super slow. So the volatility is currently at 9 ATR right now. It's super slow at the moment. We'll see where this goes. Yeah, Patricia said she'd love to test it. Yeah, definitely, Patricia. So once I kind of wrap it up a little bit, because I just put the indicator together yesterday, I have to like clean it up a little bit, make sure everything is solid, the code's good. Once that's good, then I'll release it to maybe a few of you guys at first, or maybe everybody if you guys want to play around with it. But it's a pretty good indicator. It's based off the ATR, so it's not like we're doing anything different. It just chases it, like it basically trails it with the ATR. It's not like, the pivots here that move too closely, because when it moves too closely, it's kind of hard to trail it because it'll like trigger your stop loss super quickly. But when it's based off the ATR, it's kind of nice because it's far off. So again, right here, there's technically another entry that is running right here. So the stop loss will be here at 25. And then as this continues to move up higher, you would just trail your stop up with current price. So like right there, you see how the ATR is moving up and it is pushing through. Let me go here real quick. All right, I already hit my TP, guys, for this high-low scalp. So the high-low momentum scalp over here hit full TP. My trade already actually hit full TP. You guys will see there's a green strip on mine. So I got caught in some slippage over here. The slippage actually worked in my favor. So you can see when price kind of came up and triggered my pending order right here, it pulled back. So when it came up and pulled back, it actually got me in for a better price down below. And it already hit my TP. So I'm already out in profit from this high-low scalp entry. If you guys want to pull out in profit, feel free. I'm just giving you guys a heads up that I'm out of the position and at full TP. So if you guys want to pull out, pull out. If you don't, feel free to hold on to it. But I just want to give you guys the heads up that I'm not in this position anymore. So I don't have a stake in this position. The high-low scalp hit full TP right here. Or sorry, the high-low momentum scalp hit full TP, and then the high-low scalp from this level right here is still technically running. But mine already got hit full TP, so it pulled me out. Dang, it's been a pretty good trading day. I wasn't expecting today to be that good, but every position is hit. We had a high-low scalp V2, high-low scalp, high-low momentum scalp. Everything's pretty much hitting. The high-low momentum scalp is one of my favorite strategies, so that's why I've been applying it now. But yeah, pretty much full TP off that there. Yeah, no, definitely. Ross said it'll help test it as well. I think you'll really like this indicator, Ross, because I think it aligns with your trading style 100%. You and Kip, like Kip does this as well. He likes to move his stop loss and profit. But I remember you, Ross, you were like the first person to kind of give me some insight on like trading that way, to just move with the trailing stop. I know you used to use a trailing stop, but I think this indicator is going to be a lot more useful for you to it's going to give you more breathing room. So full TP right there on the high-low scalp, guys. Today's been on fire. Everything's pretty much been hitting. And this entry here is now running deep in or not in profits. So you guys can see right here, the trailing stop is now following it right there. There's a way to automate this. I got to figure out a way to do it, but I think that'd be super awesome if there was a way that I could just automate it. The only problem is that the momentum signals here kind of overlap. So like whenever you have an overlapping signal, so say for example, price pushes up right here, retraces, and you get another buy signal, right? It's going to overlap with multiple entries. The way that I apply it is when I have multiple entries, I just follow the original one. So whatever's the first one, I'm still following that trade. And then if you want to stack on more positions, you can do that. But yeah, I mean, this is the trade here. It's currently running in profit. The stop loss is currently at 12 right now. And then if it continues to move up higher, like it just did right here, now the stop loss is even tighter at 8 points, almost at break even, and it'll just continue to climb up even higher. Yeah, dang. So Andrew said that he tried to execute the trade for Apex on Tradeovate or on TradingView, and it didn't work. It's all good. And it would have been nice though, right, Andrew? Because then I can apply this strategy and just let the trade run and then also take my own. Another thing that I did too, guys, is that I tested this on the 5-minute. It actually works good on the 5-minute, so that might be a little change. I just found it to be more profitable here on the 1-minute. So Anyways, let me give you guys some updates over here. High-low scalp momentum, high-low momentum scalp hit full TP right here. So if you guys took that trade, that's the one that Andrew took, hit his full TP. So nice work right there. And then here goes the high-low scalp V2, also full TP right here. Every trade's pretty much hit full TP. So if you guys took any trades that we identified here on the live session, everybody should be, in profit right there. Pipit said profit of 158 today. Nice work, Pipit. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, have a great weekend to yourself too. Glad to see that you guys locked in some profit off, any of these trades. I marked up quite a bit of trades today. So there's a lot of different opportunities for you guys to lock in. You guys could have locked in for the high-low scalps. There's 2 of them that came up. There was also the high-low momentum scalp, the high-low scalp V2. High-low scalp V2 is actually still running right now in profit. Yeah, it's still running. So if anybody's in that position, I personally wouldn't take any high-low scalp V2s right now because the volatility is so low. But I mean, if you guys want to take it, it's up to you guys. I would probably stick to the high-low scalps because these quick in and outs for 100 pips are what's really hitting right now. The high-low scalp V2 did hit earlier, but you don't know when the volatility is going to get too flat. So anyways, another full TP right there. I finally got a full TP. You guys are going to see the green strip. I haven't let it run to full TP in a while because of the market conditions, but I finally let this one just play through and it just went through. I didn't even look at it. It just went straight to TP. So another buy right there, win 100 pips. Same thing, high-low scalp. So I'm kind of glad to see a lot of these older strategies come back into play because if you guys remember back in the day, the high-low scalp was one of the staples for us, right? I mean, it's still a staple. I just haven't been applying it. And I'm glad that they're starting to hit again. We've been hitting a lot of V1 variations, a lot of high-low scalps. The momentum pullback scalp is a great strategy, but there's just no volatility for us to take that entry. We would end up getting caught in the position for too long. So other than that, again, this trade here is still running it's running in profit, but the stop loss has not been moving in profit yet. Now it's currently at break even. So see how this green line right here pulled up? It's now at break even. And we'll continue following it in profit. I wish I would have taken it. It would have been a good, nice follow-up. And there we go. Its price continues to climb up higher. The higher it climbs, the higher this ATR is going to climb with it. And at that point, you'll continue to guarantee more and more profits. Andreas over here locked in that trade with us as well. Total profit of 2,378 for the day. Nice work, Andreas. You guys are killing it today. Everybody's doing amazing. There's going to be a lot of profits to be posted today. So our profit posting for today might take a bit longer than usual because everyone here is locked in some crazy profits. So Andreas locked in some pretty good profits right there. Felix here took the trade as well. Total profit of 951 for the day. Great work, Felix. We got Kevin over here. Total profit of 51,660. Nice work, Kevin. And then here are my profits as well. So let me go ahead and just copy that screenshot over here. Another back-to-back when I guess I can take my individual, or I just got to take another screenshot, I guess, in my copier. Nick is asking, are you still using MT4 to execute your trades? I mean, yeah, that's how I take all these trades here. Nick, you can't take these on any other platform. The copier only works for MT4. So yeah, I'm still executing all my trades on there. Unfortunately, I have to. There's no other way around it. I mean, if there was a way around it, I would, but there isn't. So I have to. MT4 is fine though. It's not. I mean, I'm used to it now, so it's not really a big deal for me to. Well, wait a minute. I just realized I didn't take a screenshot of my profits. Sorry, the profits are a lot more. Let me take a screenshot of them real quick. Okay, so this week's actually pretty good. I was kind of bummed out because we didn't take any trades for like 2 days, but it all paid off by us being patient for today. Today, yeah, the profits added up pretty nice. Even for the new strategy, everything pretty much lined up. I need to figure out what's up with my funded engineer. For whatever reason, it's not copying the trades. So I'll have to go back and take a look at that. But yeah, here are my profits for the day so far. So there's no other entries available right now. Yeah, there's nothing available right now. The high-low scalp V2 from earlier is still technically running though. So if you guys are looking to take that, or if you guys are in that position, I think it was off like, there's just too many positions running today. I think it was off this one right here, yeah. So price broke. Actually, there was nothing here. It's currently running for this one right here. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a high-low scalp V2 that's currently running right now in profit. This position over here is also running in profit. Yeah, Patricia said, not sure I would trade anymore. Close half day today. Thanks, Patricia, for the heads up. I didn't realize that they closed half day today, but I should have remembered because I remember I blew an account. Well, I didn't blow an account, but I violated an account like this last year. If you guys remember last year, the year before that, we traded during Thanksgiving, and I forgot that it was a half day, and I ended up violating all my FTMO. So I had to start over last year because of that. Because you can't trade over the weekend unless you have a swing account. And I'm definitely not going to do that again this year. So thanks, Patricia, for the heads up. Maddie said he hit his 2 full TPs. He's out for the day. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, it looks like, I mean, everyone here should have locked in some pretty good profit for the day. Here are my profits so far. So here's my first FTMO account. I locked in 1,630. My funded engineer didn't execute any trades for whatever reason. This is my second FTMO. I locked in 3,460. This is my third FTMO. I locked in 3,260. This is my funded engineer. Didn't execute any trades again. I'm missing an account here. Sorry, guys. Oh, I cut it off. Okay, when that happens. And I also have my personal account too. Well, the other personal account that I'm trading with the hedge. It's actually did pretty good today. All right, let me just re-upload this. Sorry, guys, I keep screwing up. Okay, so let me just delete this real quick. Okay, so here are my accounts for the day so far. So my FTMO, I'm so confused here. My bad, guys. Today, as you guys can tell, I'm still in Thanksgiving mode. I keep uploading the wrong photo. Oh, because they look exactly the same. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Now we've got it down. So here's my first FTMO locked in 1,630. My second FTMO locked in 3,460. My third FTMO locked in 3,260. My personal account locked in 522. My TFF locked in 1,129. My personal account locked in 1,129, and my second TFF locked in 1,129. So good profits right here. Those are my profits for the day so far. The high-low scalp V2 is currently running right now, but you know, like what Patricia mentioned, probably don't want to keep trading right now, guys, because the market is going to close early today due to the holiday. Black Friday is like half observed. It's not completely closed, but it is half observed. So probably want to wrap it up soon. It's getting close to 8 o'clock anyways. So if there's any other questions that you guys have, feel free to put them in the chat. Otherwise, we'll wrap this up soon. I'll take some individual screenshots of my profits as well so that you guys can see everything that I took. It's been a pretty good week. I have no losses. I'll post up my weekly profits as well so that you guys can see. But anyways, yeah, Rashida over here said she's done for the day, made 741. Nice work, Rashida. Yeah, nice work to everybody here. You guys did pretty good. You know, I'm glad that a lot of you guys here showed up. I wasn't expecting anybody here to be here today because of the holiday, but a lot of you guys here did show up, and you guys, it's a good thing that you guys did show up because you guys locked in some good profit. Rashida here locked in 741 for the day. Nice work, Rashida. Felix over here locked in a total profit of 3,051 for the day. Nice work, Felix. Some good Thanksgiving profits there. We have Madhu over here, total profit of 2,051. Great work, Madhu. And I think that should be about it. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and take individual screenshots of my accounts, and then I'll pretty much wrap this up for the day. So this is my personal account. I don't really have too many to screenshot anyways, because my funded engineer account's in copy for some reason. So I'll take what I can here. Let's just do. All right, so I traded. What was Monday? Check. Monday was the 20th. So I'll take a screenshot of the whole week. So I'll go from Monday the 20th up until today. It's actually a really good week, guys. I was not expecting that great of a week because of how the market's been moving, but we actually wrapped it up on a pretty good note. All right, Ben Hart, we'll see you back here tomorrow or on Monday. We close out this week pretty strong. Looking at my profits, I was expecting maybe like 1 or 2 trades, but these trades pretty much added up. And I like taking these weekly profit posts to show you guys, what's attainable if you guys are consistent. So I didn't take very many trades this week, but I didn't have any losses. So you guys will see my profits for the week are pretty solid. Um, I got my FTMOs. Now I have my TFFs. All right, one more account or 2 more accounts. Actually, I gotta do my personal as well. And I think this is something that a lot of you guys should do too. Like, some people don't like taking screenshots of your profits. I think it's something good to do because it keeps you on track. I think this is something that really helps me as well because prevents me from kind of getting off track. Like if it shows me that I'm profitable every single day, then it reminds me that, okay, I got to stick to this game plan, because if not, then if I fall off, it's going to come crumbling down, of course. So I got a ton of profits here to post up, guys. Let me just please bear with me for a second. I got a lot of stuff here to post up. So I got this one right here. That's my main account. Here is my funded engineer. Now for my TFFs or my FTMOs, 2,000, 4,600. 4,500. 70. 732. All right, I got so many accounts here. Okay, so let me copy this over real quick. So let's break down all of my trades for a week. So here is my this is the account that I'm trading. You can see I took a sell here. I didn't take any sells during the live, but this is a sell that I took for the breakout for the hedge account. So I locked in 377. This is a separate account that I trade on my laptop. So this is my personal. I'll also put hedge. Here is my funded engineer. I locked in 550 for the week. Didn't copy any trades for today. I don't know why. I'll have to figure out what was wrong with that. This is my FTMO, my first account. I locked in 2,240. You can see these are the trades from November 20th up until the 24th, no losses. So you just got to be smart about your positions, guys. If you guys take the trades here on the live, you guys should have no problem being consistently profitable. Here's my main account. So you can see all my trades here. You can see the trade that I took here on Monday, then the buy stop that I set on Monday as well that never got filled, that I canceled. So it says buy stop there, but no fill. And then the two trades from today. So I locked in a total profit of 4,680, all wins. You can see the green strip here. This is from the high-low scalp to the high-low scalps from today. So that's my main account on FTMO. Here is my third FTMO. I locked in 4,580, all wins here for the week. And I'm not doing this to show off, guys. I'm showing you that if you guys can follow directions and just not take dumb trades, you guys can do perfectly fine, right? Like I'm showing you not just today's profits, I'm showing you the profits for the entire week so that you guys understand that I'm not taking anything else outside this live session. Here's my funded engineer account locked in 270. So if you guys literally just stick to these live sessions and take what I'm taking, and this is my personal account locked in 732. Like if you guys just stick to these live sessions and only take what I'm taking, you're not going to make a ton of profit, but you're going to make a pretty good amount of profit, especially if you have multiple accounts. This is my TFF locked in 1,694. That's my first TFF. This is my personal account. I locked in 1,129. All wins there from today. And then here's my second TFF. I locked in 1,694. So pretty good profits across all my accounts for the day. You know, this here is just to show you guys transparency of like discipline and consistency. If you guys can be disciplined, you guys don't need to have like 9 accounts like I do here. You can have just one account. This is my main account. You can see the green strip. If you do one account and you just follow what I'm doing and you're not taking any random trades and you're not trading outside the live session, this is how much profit you could have made, you know, 4,680 for a week. You know, this is more than what a lot of people make in a month, right? And I did this in 3 trades. This is on a 200K account. If you're on a 100K account, you just divide that by 2, right? You can make 2,000 for the week. If you're on a 50K account, you divide that by 2, you can make 1,000 for the week. Doesn't matter your account size. You know, what really matters is your excuses. I feel like a lot of people want to make excuses that they can't afford a 200K account. You don't have to have a 200K account. You can have a smaller account and you can still make profit. But every day, you know, is an opportunity to get better and to improve on like how you're trading. So I do recommend that if you guys don't already do it, I recommend journaling your trades, right? I haven't had a loss since October 24th. Every week I show you guys my profits for the week, right? So I showed you this week's profits, all wins. I showed you last week's profits, all wins, right? So this is just transparency for you guys. I don't need to show off because I show you guys my trades and I do everything live. So there's no showing off here. It's just me showing you that if you're consistent and disciplined, this is from last week, right? So this is November week 2. From November 13th up until November 16th, all wins, 5,000 for the week. This week, what did I lock in? From November 20th, this is Thanksgiving week. A lot of people don't even make profit during this week. From the 20th up until the 24th, I only took 3 trades. I'm up 1,600. So just to, you know, remind you guys that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. If you guys don't find profitability, if you guys are not consistent, it's there. You just have to be real with yourself. You have to come to your senses and not take any more dumb trades. So other than that, guys, if you guys have any other questions, you know, feel free to put them in the chat. Otherwise, yeah, those are my profits for the day and the week so far. I'll add them up real quick so that I can send this out to you guys in an email. So 1630, 3460, and I didn't even copy accounts to 2 of my accounts today. So I should have made a lot more, but I mean, it's all good. It happens sometimes with a copier, and I'll have to figure out what was wrong with that. 1129. So total profit of 12,259 for the day. And then for the week so far, I'm currently at 550, 2240, 46.80, 45.80, 270, 732, 1694, 1129, 1694. So total profit of 17,000 for the week. So I made 12,000 for the day, 17,000 for the week. Pretty solid. All wins, no losses. You guys can see my spreadsheet here. So again, if you guys are not already documenting your trades, if you want to copy my spreadsheet, just go over to the Discord, go to Trading Journal 2023 Live Trades. Click on that link. It'll come up right here. You can just make a copy, file a copy, and then just put in your own trades. And I think this will help you become more consistent. And then on top of that, also take a screenshot of your profits every day, whether they're wins or losses. And you'll see your consistency. Because if you take your screenshot for the week and you're like, okay, I took a loss here, you got to understand, okay, why did I take that loss? Sean didn't take any losses. So what did I do differently? And that's how you get better moving forward. It's just all trial and error and making improvements where they're needed. Let's see. Shannon said, I'm taking this to the heart. Thanks for the wisdom. Didn't trade today, learning to listen and not FOMO. I have 1 year goal to trade full time in a year. Yeah, no, definitely, Shannon. It's 100% possible. If you just get your trade psychology down, like you guys can see for me, I don't have a problem with having my trade psychology down. Like if I need to wait for a trade to kind of like go into drawdown and then I put my pending order like I did for this entry right here, like I'm able to do that. I'm not just going to FOMO into the position, right? This went to this massive drawdown right here. I could have probably got it in right here for a discount, but I know my trading. So I'm like, okay, I got to wait for it to come back up, put my pending stop right or pending buy stop right there. And then as soon as it came up, it went straight to TP. So you just got to understand yourself. I feel like for everybody here, like you're your own worst enemy, right? And I feel like a lot of people don't like to believe that. They like to blame somebody for it. Like if they're losing a trade, they want to blame Sean or they want to blame K2 or they want to blame some signal provider. That's your fault, right? You got to remember that. It's always your fault. Once you start taking responsibility for everything, a lot of the doors will open. You'll see the opportunity out there. You just got to take responsibility for it. It's nobody's fault but yourself for not succeeding in this, because you guys have me here. I'm here asking if you guys have any questions. If you don't have any questions, then there's nothing I can help you with. So, all right, guys, I think that's it for today. Great week so far, guys. A great month, great year. We have 1 month left. It's about to be December next week. So let's close out this week strong. We've had 100% win rate for November so far. I'm going to continue to hopefully keep that up, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with the market when market reopens on Monday. So, all right, guys, other than that, I'll see you guys back here on Monday. Have a great weekend. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And I'll see you guys back